I often feel trapped inside of my own mind, and I don't know how universal of an experience this is or way of life this is, but I'm going to do my best in this video to try and explain what it's like. So, I feel like I live my life as this person who is just watching me live my life, and it's as if there's no off switch, and I'm constantly thinking about just the most random things. I'm thinking about, a mile a minute, about just anything. I overthink everything. I just can never stop thinking about anything. And it's like if I catch a bad thought, it just spirals out of control into just misery. And I wish the opposite was true, where it's like if I catch a good thought, then that also spirals, and I just keep thinking about good thoughts and good thoughts, but that's not how it works for me. And it's as if I live inside this loop where I'm constantly trying to break free of the loop, but the loop itself is what keeps me inside of it. And I don't think that makes any sense. And I don't think I'm going to be able to find the words to describe it, but I just want to use this as kind of a way to think out loud about what it's like. I feel as though I constantly analyze everything, and I come to these great conclusions, these epiphanies about my life. It feels like almost every day. I'll have this insane realization after like hours of just randomly thinking, like through my entire life, it feels like. And I'll have imagined this perfect path to either break free of the loop or either maybe even create another loop. And I have this epiphany. I create this plan to put it into action, and then I'm not able to execute the plan because I'm so far into this loop of overthinking and overanalyzing everything that I start down that path, but then I start wondering if maybe there's another path that's better, that's more efficient, that would be faster. And it just keeps going on endlessly. And then I switch these paths constantly. And that in and of itself is what creates the loop. And I feel like I'm talking utter fucking nonsense right now. And it may even sound like that when I watch this back. Like, I feel like I legit understand how people go insane. I think it's like through this. Like they just overthink, overanalyze everything that goes on in their life and things that have happened in the past. And it just keeps bubbling up inside their minds, and they can never stop. And because it never stops, they're always in this loop. And I think it's the loop that genuinely drives people insane. And the worst part about it is I have no idea how to get out of it. And I want nothing more to get out of it. But me trying to get out of it is a part of it. It's like the weirdest, paradoxical, ironic thing ever. I don't even know if I'm doing a good job of describing it. The only genuine thing I could think about to break free of the loop of your own mind is to just dull it so much to the point where it's not as much of a problem. And the problem with that is that it's so hard to do that in today's world because your mind is always going to be preoccupied across the thousands of things it sees online or the constant human interaction, and you don't have enough time alone to really process everything, so it just keeps circling back and back. The more I talk making this video, the more I genuinely just feel like I'm rambling about nothing but bullshit. I don't even know. I don't even know what to make of all this. I just wish there was like some kind of like off switch where I could like for a day wonder what it could be like to just live without my mind being my own worst enemy. Like, or instead of, you know, constantly having negative thoughts or critical thoughts, I have positive thoughts and uplifting thoughts that actually push me forward instead of keeping me stagnant. I just wish I could move forward, but I don't know how to. I think this is how I move forward. I keep making these videos. I keep just, you know, rambling about whatever's going on inside my mind to the point where there's just nothing left. You know, I've thought every thought. I've analyzed everything I think there is to analyze, and that once I finish doing all that, I'll no longer be at war with my own mind because there'll just be nothing left to fight for. And I think that's like rooted in like Buddhism, where it's like finding enlightenment. What I really see enlightenment as, and I totally get people who chase enlightenment, like I actually understand that. Like, I'm a Catholic, but if I wasn't a Catholic, I could totally see myself being like a Buddhist monk and just, you know, hiding out in the mountains, just meditating for hours, you know, trying to reach that perfect Zen area in my mind where I've overcome all of these thoughts, all of everything there is to analyze, and I'm just left pure, and that there's just nothing else to find because I've looked everywhere inside my mind, and the only thing left is just peace, pure, and enlightenment. Like I could genuinely see that, and I think this is how I get there, making these videos, you know, really going to war with my mind and seeing what's inside of it. Yeah, I think that's all I got.